Don't buy a Powerball or a Lotto ticket or anything like that, okay? You're wasting your money. You're not going to win. You're never going to win, okay? 1 in 259 million will win, okay? It's a poor man's game. You think successful people are going out there and buying tickets? No. So instead of wasting your hard-earned dollars on tickets, how about you go invest your money in ETFs, okay? Indexed ETFs. Invest in something like an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Invest in an ETF that stock market sectors, commodities, currencies, bonds. All of these are a lot smarter ideas than going and wasting your hard-earned dollars on a freaking ticket that you're never going to win. You're not going to win. You're not going to win it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I didn't bother buying it. You know what I did instead? I took some money and I invested it. One of the things that I absolutely love about ETFs over mutual funds is that it's extremely low cost. So with the mutual fund, you're paying a shit ton of money for them to move stocks in and out, and try to guess the market. If you've ever read A Random Walk Down Wall Street, he goes into extreme detail about how mutual funds make financial institutions money and how they rig it in their favor. They don't even make you more money than an ETF. An ETF, or an index that track the S&P 500 over any span of time, will almost always outperform a mutual fund. Sure, a mutual fund might outperform it in 1 year. Okay, you might have 1 year where a mutual fund gains 35% and the S&P 500 gained 14%, which is the average usually. But you're not going to have that every year. You're going to have years where you're negative. You're going to have years where you're paying a shit ton of money to make less money than you would have been if you paid for the minimal fees of an ETF and just rode out the markets, okay? Life isn't about getting rich quick. It's not going to happen. And if it does happen, you're going to be ill prepared for it and you're going to go broke. Did you know that Lotto winners actually are at an increased risk for bankruptcy? It's because you have more credit available to you than you would have previously had. So people tend to spend on credit more because they want to save their cash reserves, which always isn't a good idea. Sometimes it's a good idea if it makes sense, if you sit down and you work out the math. So you say, well, I'm not rich. I can't just go out and get a brokerage account. Well, I'm not rich either. There are ways that you can invest in ETFs if you have a smartphone, okay? And this isn't a paid thing. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just saying. But these are apps that have personally helped me, okay? One's called Acorns. Acorns Investments. It can be set up to automatically put money into your account every time you have a certain amount of change left over. So say you spend $3.50 at the store, it'll round up to the nearest dollar, so $4. It'll insert 50 cents from your checking into the app. Or you can just have it set up to automatically put money in each and every day. They call it micro investing. I just call it being smart. So instead of spending $2 on a lottery ticket, go put it into an Acorns account. Or don't like Acorns, think it's a funny name, there's another app called Betterment. Same concept. You micro invest. You put certain amounts of money into it at a time. You don't like that? There's another app called Robinhood. It's totally free investing. You take your money, you buy what you want, and they don't charge you for commission fees. How do they make money? I don't even know how they make money, but it works. It all works. Those are 3 apps that I would definitely suggest you looking into, especially if you want to get involved with investing. 1, don't buy any lotto tickets. 2, don't buy into mutual funds. It's a bunch of shit. 3, buy into one of those apps that I was telling you about. You'll pay less money and you'll get more value out of it, especially if you're not walking around with $1 million already. So there you go. Like and subscribe or whatever. Don't buy a lotto ticket. Deuces.